Hey, how is everybody once again on today as I'm making my second video, and in this here video I wanted to talk about why so many women nowadays are viewed as specifically sex objects. And I always will. That's if you women who may be viewing this video don't start realizing how you're more virtuous than you realize. Because for one, a woman is supposed to be a woman that dresses modest and without having to show all her cleavage or dress showing her buttocks for the most part. Because there have been times when I would go to a grocery store and I would be at the checkout line. This one particular instance I would like to talk to you all about. When I was at the self-checkout lane, and it happened to be a lady checking herself out using the self-checkout kiosk, of course. So it just so happened she happened to reach from where I could recall inside of her shopping cart while ringing up all her items, had on a short skirt, a very short skirt. Come to find out, she bent forward only to realize that she wasn't wearing any underwear at all. I kid you not. I am not making this up. And just earlier today, there happened to be another lady that was shopping at the same exact grocery store I happened to shop at. Had her shopping cart, was walking around, had a few items in her cart already, but wasn't quite ready to check out yet, wasn't quite ready at the checkout line. Instead, she was walking around just trying to decide on what else, judging from my vantage point, she may have wanted to buy. Anyway, this particular lady, who appeared to be, or appears to be somewhere between her 30s to 40s, I'm assuming, maybe no older than early to mid 40s, happened to have on a dress, and it was a pretty long length dress. Anyway, I couldn't help but to notice how her nipples were all poked out. Judging by that, I'm assuming she wasn't wearing a bra as poked out as her nipples were. And not only that, but she had tattoos on her forearms, two tattoo sleeves on either, or it may have been both of her forearms or one, along with a tattoo on one of her feet and thighs, if I can recall. Anyway, not only that, but she didn't seem to be wearing any underwear neither, because of how excuse me for saying this for some of you younger people, minors who may be listening to this video, the way her booty was jiggling. I mean, it was jiggling just like some Jello, for crying out loud. I mean, forgive me for saying this, but it was obvious. And just a few weeks ago at this same exact grocery store, by the way, Walmart, in case some of you may wonder why I won't come out and say the name, at a local Walmart store. And this same Walmart I frequent very often, every day or almost every day. There was another instance where it happened to be this lady with two kids with her. I'm assuming both of them was, or are her kids. One of them happened to be in a shopping cart in a stroller, who she appeared to have just conceived, and she was talking on the phone, because that's very common nowadays for you to go to grocery stores and see people talking on their phones. And along with that, she had a teenage female with her, whom I'm assuming happened to be her most oldest daughter. Don't quote me on that, because that teenage female whom she happened to be with, by the way, this lady happens to be somewhere within her 30s, between the age 30 to 40, somewhere within that age range or bracket. Anyway, this particular lady happened to have on a tank top when tattoos on the arms, because tattoos are very just as popular with women now as they are with men, to the point where some women have a whole tattoo sleeve on both of their arms or forearms. Anyway, this lady happened to have a lot of tattoos. Not only that, but was wearing a halter top and, if I can recall, pants. But I noticed when the top she was wearing, you could see her nipples poked out all the way. The same ways that I described the lady whom I had encountered earlier, who happened to be shopping at the same store wearing a dress. That's how she appeared wearing no bra at all. And I'm saying this, my point of saying all this is that women, you need to start carrying yourselves within a more dignified manner if you want a man to respect you. Because you'll go out in public dressed all provocative and sexy for a man to approach you, only for a man to approach you, multiple men for that matter to approach you, but give them the cold shoulder or want to consider those men as creepy. I mean, you're giving those kind of vibes. What do you expect? Just like if say for instance, you may be waiting on your mail to arrive at your home, and it could be something as important as a payroll check. You may have been looking for your mailbox only to not receive it. So it just so happened you may happen to be on your way to the post office to talk with someone about not receiving that piece of mail, that specific piece of mail you have been waiting on, let's say for instance, for over a week, this same payroll check. It just so happened you were on your way to the post office only to find a postal carrier right around the corner from your home. So you approach that postal carrier just by seeing them in a mail truck with a mail uniform, and you approach them about not receiving that mail, that piece of mail that you would have been looking for in your mailbox and anticipating to get. So that mail carrier may say something to the point of, just because I'm in a mail carrier uniform doesn't mean that I'm a mailman or mail lady. I mean, I compare that analogy to how women always, once again, a lot of women always are going out dressing half naked now, yet and still don't expect for men to approach them in a sexual like manner. Because some men are so direct to the point where they gonna speak their mind on what they want from a lady. Some men just straight up like that. Anyway, women, and I'm gonna keep on saying this, just start carrying yourself more in a ladylike fashion when how you dress yourself and how you go out in public. If you want respect and want to maintain your dignity, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, this concludes this video, and I wanted to get all of your feedback and input on whether you agree with what I have been saying all along, whether most women are sex objects and have a reason to be looked at as sex objects. Even if you may take offense, if you may be a woman but may not agree exactly with my input, feel free to comment right down below in the comment section. Also share the video, share the channel, so this channel could gain more exposure, become more mainstream. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel, because I will be releasing more content in a not so distant future as well. Until next time, have a good day and be blessed.